Yes, guys. Welcome back to another XLB stream. And today we've got a little bit of a preview. The main show is up later on at 9 p.m., where Tom Little and Karl are coming on from Red Run TV, and we're going to have a big discussion tonight. Big clash: City fans versus Liverpool fans. 9 p.m. tonight. Guys, make sure you drop a like on the stream if you've not done so already. Make sure you are subscribed as well. I want to go through my starting 11 against the Liverpool starting 11. I've also got Pep Guardiola on the other screen because he's currently doing a press conference. And actually, it's a lot harder to listen to Pep Guardiola and speak at the same time. Mike moving mad apparently. Okay, one second, Bev. One second, Bev. Um, one sec. Let me know. Let me reset it. Any difference there? Otherwise, I'll have to unplug it, and plug it back in. Or I can just like change it on here. Update. And plug it back in, which is okay. It's just a wire here, but you guys can let me know in it. No, still bad. Okay, one second. Let me unplug it. Still bad, yeah? Give me to unplug. Or actually, is it okay? Is it okay now? Cool. There we go. Buzzing. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. I'm not sure why it does that. The mic sometimes just randomly moves mad, to be honest with you. So yeah, I don't fully understand why it does that. But anyway, let's have a look who we've got in the building today, guys. Yes, he's in the chat. I'll get some on screen. Big up to Pulmer. Big up to MCFRTV. Big up to Church of the Poison Mind. Joshua's in the building. Sai is here as well with Kipax Kid, bro. I've already had 2 energy drinks. I'm so knackered, bro. Big up to Roms. Always big up to you, bro. Always big up to you. Loquacious is in the building as well with Mank Ninja. Loquacious, Joe Hunter's here. Sai's here. Joe Hunter's here. Big up Knitting. What you saying, bro? Good to see you, man. Let's see what else we got in here. Ben Yedda, yeah. Talk Sport LB. You know the score. 100%. Breaking news. Erling Haaland is fit to face Liverpool tomorrow. No real surprises, to be honest with you, but it is now confirmed. Pep Guardiola in the conference. Haaland is fit to play tomorrow. This is obviously great news. Like I say, it wasn't really a surprise, but it's a better title than what we've got now. Haaland fit for Liverpool. There we go, buzzing. I'll just change the title of the stream. I feel like that's a better title. That's obviously great news. I think we all knew that it was going to play anyway, really, didn't we? It's not really a massive shock to the system, but it's always good to get that sort of confirmation, to be honest with you. So what I want to do in this stream, I want to go through the tactical pad. I've got the tactical pad open here. I want to go through my starting 11. Most of you know it anyway, but I want to go through it. I want to get the Liverpool starting 11 on there as well. Do a little bit of a tactical battle, a bit of a tactical analysis, and then just have a little bit of a conversation. And before we do the main stream tonight, which is sort of an opposition fan view. But yeah, okay, so let's get straight into it, man. Let's get straight into it. Ederson should be fine. Obviously, we'll hear confirmation of that in a second when Pep Guardiola speaks on it. But I imagine that he's going to be okay, to be honest with you. Hopefully, one of the journalists actually asks the question. Here's where we get a little bit tricky, man, because, of course, we don't have John Stones, so we don't have the player that can invert into midfield. So do you play a Kanji and invert a Kanji? Do you play Rico Lewis right back and invert Rico Lewis? Do you play Walker and tell Walker to push forward and play as a right winger, which we don't really like, and play Foden in that weird inverted role? It's a bit of a difficult one. I'm going to say Gvardiol to start left back. I'm not going to go Ake. I'm not going to go Ake in this situation for me. I'm going to leave it with Gvardiol. I'm going to go Ruben Diaz, Akanji, and Walker. That's my back four. That's going to be my back four. Decent back four, solid back four. Hopefully they don't make mistakes like they did in the last game, because in the last game they just made mistakes galore for some reason. I'm not entirely sure what was up with the defense in the last game, but it is what it is. What can you actually do? Pep goes Akanji. Akanji's been great, and in fact, I don't know if you've seen the tweet that's going around. Obviously, not a lot of people care about this, but I think it's SofaScore. give everybody a rating based on their match stats, he's the best centre-back in the league with Saliba based on stats, Gvardiol, which is pretty impressive, to be honest with you. You can't really slag him off for that. So, yeah, that's the midfield that I go for, to be honest with you. There are a few issues. It's not perfect. One, this. I'm a little, not concerned, more curious as to see how can Gvardiol deal with Salah. And, of course, we'll come on to this when we do the sort of tactical battles in a bit. But this is going to be a big, big test for Gvardiol. For me, this is the biggest test for Josko Gvardiol at Manchester City against Mohamed Salah, obviously. Mohamed Salah, probably the best right winger in the world right now. Guy's absolutely slamming. This is going to be a big test for him. He didn't have the best game against Chelsea. Made a mistake, especially for the goal. But we have to, AK's right. We have to believe in him. I think he's had a great start to the season. A little bit unfortunate against Chelsea that he made the mistake, but it is what it is. That's going to be super interesting. Diaz, mate, I don't know what happened to you against Chelsea. You was really, really bad. Let's forget about it. Let's put the past in the past. Let's move on, yeah? Let's get back to top form Ruben Diaz, because we know Ruben Diaz is one of the best centre-backs in world football. I don't know what happens to him against Chelsea. Everyone can have an off day at the office, right? Sometimes you're just not at your game. Sometimes you're just like, this ain't for me. So let's just say that Ruben Diaz plays well in this game, hopefully. Akanji, listen, bro, I just say to you, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, because you've been mint since you joined City, mate. Manuel Akanji, you've been real good. You was the only defender against Chelsea that actually played well, in my opinion. 3 goals in a row. Is that right, chat? 3 goals in a row. 3 games, 3 goals for Manuel Akanji. So he's cooking up in the opposition box as well. And I think that he's really starting to feel confident in this Manchester City side. So for me, Manuel Akanji, keep doing what you're doing. Nothing spectacular. Don't go crazy. Just do what you're doing. Walker, just don't be dumb, bro. This is the thing for me. Don't be dumb. Kyle Walker is the best right back this country's ever seen. Sometimes he is a little bit silly. You know, Sheffield United, silly. Chelsea wasn't silly. It was just like not thinking properly. You know, you got to be alert. You got to be a who's around me, who's around me. He should really, really let himself down for the Chelsea goal. So, yeah, I ain't really got too many concerns. My main actual concern for Walker, which I think we'll get into a little bit later on, but I kind of want to speak about it now, yeah, is this. Kyle Walker's been in weird situations. Obviously, last season, we've seen him mainly in this sort of position as a right-sided centre-back. This year, because John Stones has hardly been fit, you've seen him go down this sort of wing and be putting crosses into the box, right? The problem is with his crossing is that that's a weird arrow. The problem is with crossing, it's not very good. It's probably the weakest part of Kyle Walker's game. I think that's fair to say. I think the weakest part of Kyle Walker's game is his crossing. So I don't really like seeing him in that sort of position. We call it the Anfield tactics because he done this a few years ago with Cancelo. I don't really like it. I personally don't really want to see Walker bombing down this wing. I don't really want to see that. I want to see him more in a defensive position, covering the pace of Luis Diaz or Jota, whoever they play, and Nunez as well, and being more solid. Being more solid than getting down the crossing positions, because that's just not him. So, yeah, listen, I think the defence there, I'm happy with that. Pretty solid. Let's move into midfield, guys, because this is a huge debate, man. I'm seeing loads of people question it on Twitter. Loads of you guys been commenting on the video saying what we're doing in midfield. All the shows I've been on, when I'm doing all the collaborations, everyone's been asking me, LB, what you're doing about midfield, because you can't do what you did against Chelsea. So let's get into it. Before we do, guys, make sure you drop a like on the stream if you've not done so already. We've got over 100 people watching, and we've only got 45 likes. We need 5 people to hit the thumbs up button for 50 likes, guys. So hit that thumbs up button, man. And let's get those likes up, and make sure you are subscribed to the channel as well if you are new. Right, okay, so let's not waste no time. Let's get Rodri in there, yeah? Because obviously Rodri's going to play in there. Now, here's the issue. The last game, this is what we did. We played Bernardo Silva. And Alvarez. But they were in very attacking positions. And just to check that, not check it, to prove it to you, because I know this is true, because I've already checked it. if you have a look at Bernardo Silva's, wait, was it? Oh my God, it's been 2 weeks since we last played a match. That's actually wild. As if it's 2 weeks since we played Chelsea. That's gone rapid. Yeah, if you check out Bernardo Silva's heat map, which I can whack on screen here. Here we go. Give me a second so I can put it on screen for you. Bernardo Silva heat map. There we go. Share screen. It's annoying that you can't share more than one screen. This would help. Look, very, very much in an attacking position. You know what I mean? Very up there, right? That's not what I want to see, people. What I want to see is this. I want to see Bernardo Silva tomorrow in this position next to Rodri. Double pivot season. Yeah, I don't want to see. Well, I say I don't want to see a Kanji inverting. He's probably going to do that, to be honest with you. But if we play Rodri and Bernardo in midfield, chat, I want to see Bernardo and Rodri in a double pivot and leave one player in an advanced position. Liverpool's midfield ain't the greatest in the world. It's doing a lot better than everyone anticipated. But I don't think we can do that again. I don't think we can get away with playing such an aggressive midfield like that. You've got to sort of double pivot it for me. Plus, what does this do? This gives you extra coverage over here for Salah. Yeah, because I need to get rid of that fucking. That's so annoying, man. There we go. Yeah, you need to cover this area over here where Salah's going to be, right? And obviously, if you have Gvardiol and Bernardo, that's a pretty good pairing. I'm pretty confident in them two going to be able to do the business on Salah. You know, Salah's obviously a great player, but you're better off having Bernardo over there as well. So for me, I'm going to stick with Bernardo and Rodri in this game, but I am fundamentally changing the way that Bernardo Silva plays. I'm having him as a double pivot. That doesn't mean he can't go forward. He can go forward, but he needs to be made aware that his main position is to support that midfield, is to protect our defence, and is to cover Gvardiol and get over there and stop Salah, from getting in these areas here. Yeah, this is where Salah's dangerous because then he can feed a ball in for Núñez. He can go round the sort of in between the two players, and he's obviously left-footed, so he can iron Robin it into the top corner as well. What you want to be doing with Salah, right, as much as possible, showing him down this area here. Yeah, and you do that. If Bernardo comes in there, he's going to be looking at this sort of area going, I can't get there. There's no space because I've got Diaz, Bernardo, and Gvardiol. Show him down the channels. For me, my personal opinion is that's what I would sort of focus on. So, yeah, that's my midfield. That would be the midfield that I pick. Bernardo and Rodri in a double pivot. This is the big question that I've got, though. I don't know what to do with Alvarez. Because do you play Foden in the midfield and play Doku on the wing? Okay, so here are the options, yeah? Alvarez, right? Foden or Doku, yeah? And then Haaland, and then obviously Grealish or Doku on the left-hand side, right? That's a potential. That's a potential, right? That's what I think I'd go with. But what you could do, because this is my issue here, really. My issue with this is this. Is he good enough creativity-wise? Can he find a pass through to Haaland? Is he good enough to break the lines? And two, if we're being real, the guy kind of ghosted in the first half against Chelsea. He did. Let's be real. The other option would be this. Alvarez to be dropped, Foden in the middle, Doku on the right-hand side. That's the other option. That's the other option that you could do. Oh, my God, man. Oh, my days. That does look like a decent team, you know. That does look like a decent team. Now, people will be saying, yeah, that this is too aggressive. Like Amar with the super chat. That midfield will get shafted like it did versus Chelsea. Yeah, but I'm not if you play double pivot, bro. You have to play Bernardo in a more defensive position. I completely agree with you, Amar. If you play like this, yeah, that's going to be tricky, bro. 100% agree with you. But if you double pivot it and say, right, you are two defenders and tell Akanji not to chill and give Foden the free roll. Correct me if I'm wrong, yeah, But with Kovacic, I'm pretty sure we played the same sort of system against Newcastle at home on the opening day of the season. Not on the opening day of the season, beginning of the season. Foden played in this space, and I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, it was Rodri and Kovacic. And actually, that was one of Foden's best games. And we had a lot of control. We had a lot of control of the ball in that game. And in fact, we completely annihilated Newcastle's midfield of Bruno, Joe Linton, and Tonali. They were nowhere. They were absolutely nowhere. So I really like that lineup. I do. I really like that lineup, but he's not going to do this. He's not going to do that, in my opinion. But then what does he do? I don't know. I mean, is there any shout for Matheus Nunes, guys? Any shout for Matheus Nunes for any of you guys in the chat? Or is it too soon? He started 2 Premier League games, got subbed off one of them at halftime against Wolves, which was bad. And then the other one was the Notts Forest game, which I can't remember, but you guys said he played well. Is there any shout for Matheus Nunes in here? I don't know what you can do, man. I really like this team. But he's not going to do this. Let's go with what I think he's going to do. I think he's going to do this. Alvarez. I think he's going to do that. I think he's going to play the same team. I just think he's going to put Grealish on instead of Doku. That's what I think he's going to do. No one thinks Nunes ain't it. No one thinks Nunes is it so far. Yeah, probably not. Okay, well, let's put the Liverpool team in. Yeah, I need your help on this one, by the way, because I'm not entirely sure who's going to be playing in what position, especially in midfield, because there's a little bit of debate between Liverpool fans on who starts for Liverpool. So you need to help me out on this one. Guys, keep the likes coming in, man, if you've not done so already. What we on now? Over 150 people tuned in, and we're almost at 75 likes. We need 7 people to hit the thumbs up button, man. 7 people to 75 likes. So make sure you hit that thumbs up button and make sure you are subscribed to the channel as well if you are new. Okay, let's get the Liverpool team in. So Alisson's going to be playing in goal. Trent at right back on Grealish. And we'll speak about this. We'll speak about the tactical battles in a second. Let's just get the Liverpool players in and then we can go for it. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but Konate is fit. So I believe Konate will play. Konate will play with Virgil van Dijk. Is he on there? Have we got him on there? Have we left him off? I thought I had him on. No? I'll get rid of Thiago, mate, because he ain't going to play in it. Right, okay, let's put VVD in there. Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. And then the big question here, left back. Who's going to play left back? Is it going to be Tsimikas or is it going to be someone else? Because again, I'm hearing from some Liverpool fans that they reckon Tsimikas might not start left back. So in fact, some of them are saying there's no way he can start left back because whoever he plays against, whether it's Doku or Foden, he'll get absolutely cooked. So, yeah, Kay's a Liverpool fan. What you saying? Tsimikas won't start, in my opinion, LB. You got dropped versus Liverpool. So who do you think it's going to be then? You think Gomez? You think Gomez is going to play? Do we have Gomez? Bro, we don't even have Gomez either. Let me add Gomez on. What is this team lineup from LB? Gomez. Is it a Z or an S? Okay, so you think it's going to be Gomez instead of Tsimikas? Interesting. Okay. I mean, I kind of back this battle here. I kind of back that battle between Foden and Gomez. I can't lie. That'll be tasty. I mean, to be fair, whether it's Gomez or whether it's Tsimikas, whoever's playing on this right wing, whether it's Foden, whether it's Bernardo, whether it's Doku, you got to try and cook him, mate. You know what I mean? This is one of their weak spots, whether it's Gomez or Tsimikas. So for me, yeah, we got to be trying to cook that area of the football pitch. Right, midfield. Let's get the midfield on then for Liverpool. Who does Kay think it's going to be? McAllister, Gravenberch, and Zoboszlai. Okay, interesting. McAllister. See, this is interesting, right? Because I was told before from a Liverpool fan, yeah, that they reckon. In fact, I think who was it before? Someone told me that they reckon McAllister won't play because he can't play in the 6. Gravenberch and Zoboszlai. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I mean that's obviously a key battle for Liverpool here and a big decision for them. Some Liverpool fans don't want McAllister to start. They want Curtis Jones to play for that extra sort of mobility in there. But McAllister was their big signing. There was a big signing McAllister from Brighton to Liverpool. So I think for me, him not playing I mean, that's a bit of a big statement from Jurgen Klopp. So I would imagine that McAllister would probably start, but I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, innit? We'll have to wait and see. Right, starting front line. What's Kay saying? Jota, Nunes, and Salah. So you're not going for Luis Diaz. Very, very interesting. Okay. Salah's obviously going to play on the right-hand side. Nunes has to start for me. I can't believe this Liverpool fan saying that he's not going to start. But you want Jota to start over Diaz. That's interesting, man. I mean, we looked at the stats yesterday. Jota so far this season has 8 goals. Diaz has 4. So he's got more. He's obviously better in front of goal, Jota, because he gets more goals. But I don't know. From a City point of view, guys, who would you rather play? Would you rather play against Jota or Diaz? Because for me, I'm like, it's a bit weird. In my head, I think I'd rather play Jota than Diaz. But Jota gets goals. Jota scores goals. And he scores goals in big games. I remember scoring one against Arsenal, I think, last year at the Emirates. Great finish. So whilst we might be sitting here going, oh, yeah, we'd rather face Jota. I don't know, man. Could you not play Jota in midfield and play Diaz left wing? I'm not 100% sure. Listen, I think it's going to be super interesting to see what Klopp goes with. But let's have a look at some key battles. Let's say this is the team that he goes with, yeah? Let's have a look at some key battles here. Guys, keep smashing the likes up, man. The likes are smashing it. Big up to everyone that has hit that thumbs up button. We are now on 75 likes, 155 people in the building. Let's try and get our way to 100 likes, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Right, for me, yeah? Let's start off with City's attack. This and this. This is for me, guys. So important tomorrow. Yeah, we got players here. We got players here, Grealish and Foden, that we need these players to be going at the fullbacks. We need Grealish to go at Trent. We need Foden to go at Gomez or Tsimikas, whoever it is. Because Trent, as good as he is going forward, he's not the best defensive player in the world, right? And I know Liverpool fans will say, what you want about? He's been good this season defensively. I've still seen him. You know, he still looks shaky to me. And the point is, he's not a great defensive fullback, is he? You know what I mean? He's clearly in the Cancelo mold of fullbacks. Great going forward, but still has a little bit left to be desired defending. So I want to see Grealish going at Trent. Grealish has been playing well recently. He has been playing well recently for facts. Yeah. He's got to go at Trent, because if he doesn't, he'll end up bringing Doku on. And for a Grealish point of view, Grealish needs to go at Trent. He needs to try and get him booked early on. You know what I mean? With obviously he always wins fouls, doesn't he, Grealish? So I think Grealish going at Trent, trying to win some free kicks, maybe getting booked. This is an important part of the game, and a part of the game that I'm sure the City players and coaches will be speaking about. On the other side, Foden versus Gomez, Foden versus Tsimikas, whoever it is. This is huge, man. This is a huge battle again for me. Foden on that right-hand side. He's got great stats, great goals, great assist involvements. His record against Liverpool is strong, especially his first 4 or 5 games against Liverpool. He was absolutely phenomenal. Goals, assists in every game against Liverpool. His record has drifted ever so slightly against Liverpool recently. He's due a goal. He's due a big moment against Liverpool is Phil Foden. And out on that right-hand side, he's got a great opportunity against Tsimikas or Gomez, depending on who he plays against. So for me, the key areas, yeah, are clearly those wing spots. Clearly. However, there are more opportunities for City in my view, right? And those opportunities lie in this area of the football pitch, right? I don't know how Liverpool are going to get on tomorrow without a proper DM. I feel like in these games, DMs are absolutely crucial to the way the games are played. Liverpool do not have a recognised DM, like a top-class recognised DM, since they sold Fabinho and didn't... they tried to replace him, I guess, with Caicedo and Lavia got rejected on both. I think this is an area, and this is why I'm a little bit... I don't know about Alvarez, because as much as I like Alvarez, yeah? What can I do here? As much as I like Alvarez... I just don't know if he's got that quality of pass. Because imagine this game's a tight game. If this game's a tight game and the chances are not flowing, we need whoever's in this position, the Alvarez role, their passes to be on point, creativity to be maximised. And I don't know if he's got that. I'm willing to give him a go, but he needs to be involved, man. First half against Chelsea, the guy was nowhere to be seen. You know what I mean? Like, we need him more involved than he was against Chelsea if we played him in that position. And in fact, it's even more of a sort of requirement because against Chelsea, we had Bernardo Silva playing quite far forward as well. Whereas in this game, my proposal is for Bernardo to be more defensive, sitting next to Rodri, as you can see on screen. And therefore, Alvarez is basically going to be running the show in this area of the football pitch on his own. That's a big, big role, a big, big responsibility. Is he up for it? I don't know. Listen, Joe, I 100% agree. I think Foden would be more suited to it, but that means you're probably going to have to drop. You're probably going to have to drop someone else. You know, you drop Alvarez because where's he going to play? You know what I mean? So it's a bit of a difficult one. Elder, the link is in the description, brother, just in case you was wondering where it was for someone. I think it's someone asking. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. The midfield battle. I mean, this here, yeah. That is, does that scare you? I'm going to jinx this massively in it, but like, I don't know, man. I think we've got to be dominating that midfield battle. I don't think it's outrageous for me to sit here and say Manchester City, yeah, with our midfield should be winning. And not only winning, almost dominating that midfield battle. Although, to be fair, I said that against Chelsea and that didn't really work out well. Although I think that was an anomaly of a game, to be honest with you. I think City, yeah, we need to dominate that midfield. I said this yesterday on a stream. I can't remember whose stream it was because I did about 100 streams yesterday, right? Too many collaborations. This is what I think City should do first 10, 15 minutes. Get the ball into that midfield and work out, because the players are clever, work out, do we have Liverpool's number in midfield? And they'll know within 10, 15 minutes, probably less, man. They might even know after 10 minutes. Knock the ball around, movement. If Akanji's stepping in, Akanji can step in, get the ball zipping around, see where the Liverpool players are, see where the City players are. Do we have the domination of this midfield? Do we think that we can have this midfield? Against Chelsea, the answer to that question was no. After the first 15, 20 minutes, we all knew that, yeah? We all knew that. Against Liverpool, I'd like to think that the answer to that would be yes, and then we can start to get more confident, play through the middle if we've got the number. But I don't know. I'm looking at Liverpool's midfield. It's not particularly scary. I mean, they have dangerous. Szoboszlai is obviously a great player. I like him. McAllister's won the World Cup, but doesn't really seem to be doing as good as maybe people expected at Liverpool, although he could be suffering from positional awareness. And to be fair, I've not really seen much of Gravenberch since he's gone there. Big up to JTI with the super chat, man. Says, let's get these likes up. Come on, people. LFG with the super chat from JTI. Yeah, man, what we on now? We're on 176 people in the building, and we're 5 likes away from 100 likes. So, guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up button for me, man. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes. Of course, make sure you are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. Is there anything else from an attacking point of view, guys, before we do the defensive side, which is going to be pretty disgusting, but we'll come on to that in a second. Is there anything else from an offensive point of view here that you can see potentially City being able to exploit? The one thing that I don't want to see, yeah, is this. I don't want to see this. You know what's coming. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see that. I really sort of don't want to see this, yeah. First of all, Walker in this advanced position. Don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. AK says, you're going to see it. I don't want to see it, man. AK, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see Foden in this weird hybrid half winger, half midfielder role. I mean, I don't know, guys. Has he ever played well in this position? Has he ever played well in this weird role of hybrid winger / midfielder? I said this. I think Foden, just stick him on the wing or stick him in midfield. This weird position where he's only allowed to go in like this area of the football pitch. Yeah. This little box. I don't like it, man. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Don't do that, please, Pep Guardiola. Stick with Walker at the fullback position. Stick with Foden on the wing if you have to do that, in my personal opinion. Other than that, I think that's it for City's going forward. Now, though, we need to have some serious conversations about our defense, yeah? Our defense. Sounding American there. Defense. Let's start off with this. Guys, chat, let me know your thoughts on this. Gvardiol versus Mohamed Salah. Thoughts on this. Are we making the right move here, playing Gvardiol, or should we be playing Nathan Ake? Chat, let me know. In fact, let me do a poll. Let me do a poll in the chat. Start a poll. Ake or Josko? Ake, Josko. Chat, poll is now live. Get your votes in. Poll is in the chat. Free to vote. Big up Chicken Wing, man. It says a lot of Liverpool fans have chest going into this game, but watch them cry about 12:30 kickoff when they lose 3-1 City. Big up to Chicken Wing, man. Well, listen, I think Liverpool fans have to be semi-confident. You know, they're probably the second best team in the country. They don't want to be saying, coming to the Etihad saying accepting the L, but yeah, I mean, they don't like the 12:30 kickoffs, do they? They don't like the 12:30 kickoffs at all, brother. Big up for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. Guys, keep your votes coming in. Ake or Gvardiol. Poll is now live in the chat. A lot. Well, actually, it's split. I'm not looking at the poll just yet. I'm looking at the comments. There's a lot more Akes than I thought, you know. Paul says, don't matter. Neither are stopping Salah. I assume you're a Liverpool fan. Wow, you know what? A lot more people voting for Ake in the chat than I initially thought. That is crazy. Liverpool fan says I prefer to play against Gvardiol, but I back Salah to get the back of them both. Fairs. Okay, interesting. Let me have a look at the poll. Let me see what the poll's saying. The poll is saying, wow, okay, very, very close. 58% of you guys are saying Ake. 44%, it's changed slightly. 42%, Josko Gvardiol. So you know what? I'm going to leave the poll running. Let more people have the votes. We'll stick with the Gvardiol for now because I think he's going to play Gvardiol. But Ake's probably a safer shout. He's only a safer shout though because he's done it before, right? He's done all right against Salah in the past, Ake, innit? So yeah, I don't know. I think he's going to play Gvardiol, not Ake, personally. But I'm not sure. It's a difficult one. That is going to be a huge battle, though. And listen, this is what I'm saying. This for me is key. Right? So, situation update. Salah's got the ball here, yeah? Give him a football. Give him that one, yeah? Boom. Look at this now, right? Gvardiol Charles, 1v1 situation. Then what I want, but then what you've got, right? You've got this space here, right? You got this space here. Bernardo, please occupy that space. Rodri comes in centre, right? Grealish tracks back as well. You're not giving any space there for Mohamed Salah, yeah? You're locking off the space for Salah. Now, pros, best right winger in the world, smashing it on form, getting goals, getting assists. You're making it very difficult for Salah here, yeah? Where can he go? Can't go this way. Bernardo's there. Grealish is tracking him back. He's only going to go outside, right? Cons of this situation. If Alvarez doesn't get back properly and get himself in a defensive shape, we could find ourselves muddied in midfield because they'll have Szoboszlai, Trent will invert, McAllister will be there, and Gravenberch will be there. So we could be in a bit of a dodgy situation there. Now, this is why we're not discussing this on today's stream, but we need to discuss it now because this is where it becomes pertinent to the conversation. Are we making the correct move playing Jack Grealish, Jackie Gine? Are we being too scared of Salah? Because for me, the only reason really I'm playing Jack Grealish in this game is to protect me against Salah, right? I get what people are saying about Jack Grealish holding the ball up against Trent. I get all that. And I agree. Big games, you kind of want Grealish there. But here's the thing. Grealish is going to track back, right? Because that's what he does. He works very hard off the ball. Doku ain't tracking back as much. Now, this is what Judge Mo wants us to do. You all know Judge Mo, yeah? Footy Judge Mo. Shout out Judge Mo, right? This is what he wants us to do. He wants us to play Doku. Why does he want us to play Doku? Why? Because Trent, and you tell Doku to stay up the pitch. You be brave on this. You be brave on the situation. You say, stay up. Do not be tracking back too much. Yeah, you got to stay up. Trent has a decision to make. Option A. Option A for Trent is to be brave and invert into midfield, right? They got an extra man in midfield if that happens. If they do that, right? If they do that, Trent moves into midfield, yeah, to give him that extra man. Doku's free. You need to get a good ball out for him. It could be there. Alternatively, Trent doesn't do that, and you stop Trent from inverting because he's occupied with Doku. So that's the question. Are you going to be brave with Jeremy Doku, play him, lose a bit of protection on Salah, but to be fair, by playing Doku, you're probably gaining protection from Trent. It's a difficult one, man. And of course, as well, you're probably going to want Doku to go up against Trent over Grealish in terms of dribbles, right? I think that's fair to say as well. So from an attacking point of view, you're probably favouring Doku over Trent. I'm going to have a look at the poll for Ake Gvardiol, and then I'm going to do another poll for Grealish versus Doku. Let's have a look. Ake wins the vote left back. 56% of the vote for Ake, 44% of the vote for Josko Gvardiol. Let me do a new poll. Doku. Yeah. Why have I always got caps lock on? Doku or Grealish? Grealish. Doku. Grealish. Right. New poll in the chat. New poll in the chat. Guys, cast your votes right now. Let me know what you're thinking. Keep your comments coming in, by the way. Keep your comments coming in. Make sure you are hitting up the like button, guys. We've got over 200 people in here on this Friday afternoon. Hopefully, you're all doing well. Hopefully, you're all feeling fresher than I am. I'm absolutely knackered. 4 hours sleep, man. 4 hours sleep. My sleeping pattern is in the mud, so I had to wake up at 8 a.m. this morning. Went to do an interview with TalkSport. And it's making me tired, but it means that tonight I'm going to be able to go to bed at a normal time and hopefully reset my sleeping rhythm thing. You know what I mean? Whatever it's called. So anyway, yeah, cast your... I don't know why I told you that. Keep your votes coming in the chat. Keep your votes coming in the chat. Herbal said, I'd still go with Grealish. I want possession and control, not chaos early on. He would be scary as a 60 to 70 minute sub. Ake isn't fully fit. Let's see if we've heard any comments on Nathan Ake from the press conference, guys. The press conference has finished now. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Okay. Have we got anything on Nathan Ake? Oh my God, Bombazzo! Pep Guardiola, mates. Oh my days. Why has no one told me about this, man? You're slacking today. You should have put this in the chat, man. Check this out. I will not consider my future if we are in League One. I will be more likely to stay. Oh, if we get relegated, Pep Guardiola ain't going nowhere. League One, mate. It's getting torn up, Brez. Get in there. Why no one tell me that? That's big news, man. I can't believe no one's told me this. Chat, you're slacking today. I don't know why, because it's Friday. Normally, you guys are always telling me in the chat, LB, check it, check the news. That is big news, man. That is absolutely big news. I'm buzzing with that. Yo, I can't believe no one told me that. That's crazy. That's like massive. Okay, let's see if we've got anything on Ake. Okay, I don't think... No, we've got nothing on Ake at the moment. Oh, a little bit more on the charges here, guys. Look, a little bit more on the charges. Pep Guardiola. I didn't change 1 second my opinion. Pep Guardiola on the 115 Premier League charges. Okay. Interesting. Pep Guardiola's going to stay at Manchester City if we get relegated to League One. Absolutely love it. But yeah, nothing on Ake, man, which is a little bit frustrating. Guys, keep your votes coming in the poll, man. Keep your votes coming in the poll. Right, I want to have a look at the other side. Sorry, guys. I want to have a look at the other side, yeah? We've done Salah. Walker, right? Now, this could be Jota, it could be Diaz, right? At the moment, we don't really know, yeah? There we go. Walker versus Jota. For me, I think, in my opinion, yeah, Walker needs a big game. Walker needs a big game. Not because he's been bad. He's not been bad at all. But, hey, yo, we just had a raid. Man, StreamYard needs to start telling me, yeah, that I'm getting raids. Are we? I'm sort of a raid, yeah? A Mo raid. Big up, Footy Judge Mo. Lee Gunner raid. What? We're getting raided from everyone. Who's raided us? I need to find out a way to fucking have multiple like screens up, man. Whoever raided me, thank you very much for the raid. Big up. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you smash a like on the stream if you've not done so already. Right, we're about to speak, yeah, about Walker versus Jota / Diaz. We don't know who's going to play left wing. A couple of Liverpool fans reckon it might be Jota. I'm thinking it's going to be Diaz, but it is what it is. I'm not a Liverpool fan. Liverpool fans know better than me. I'm backing Walker. Best right back this country's ever seen. Dropped a semi-stinker against Chelsea. Let's be real. Yeah, we have to hold our hands up and say Walker dropped a semi-stinker against Chelsea. But remontada season, redemption arc, we will be there. We will be there. Etihad Stadium, 12:30 tomorrow. Okay, we won't be there. We'll be doing a live watch along, but you know the situation. We will be there in spirit. This is his time to show us all that last week was just a little bit of a lapse in concentration and that Sterling gave him the run around, man. But listen, this is a big for Kyle Walker on that right-hand side, guys. It is. He needs to put in a good performance, man, because if he doesn't, that's 2 games in a row that will be dropping semi-stinkers. We can't deal with that. So hopefully Walker's back to his best tomorrow. I actually think that it'd be better for him if he's up against Diaz, because for me, Jota's more trickier. I don't know. Do you guys agree with that? I think for me, yeah, Jota's more of a trickier player. He's got a lower centre of gravity, whereas I think Diaz is more of I'm not saying he's not tricky, because he is, but he's more direct. And I think direct sort of players, Walker's better against dealing with. That's why I think he struggled against Sterling, because Sterling is going left, he's going right, he's going straight at you, he's going backwards, he's going left, he's going right. You know what I mean? You don't know what he's doing. The guy's doing a cha-cha slide, mate. Like, you don't know where he's going. He's going left and he's going right. So I think for me, I actually think he'd be better off playing against Diaz than Jota. And Jota scores more than Diaz, if you look at the stats. But Walker needs to put in a good performance because he wasn't great against Chelsea. In fact, he was poor. So he needs to play well tomorrow. The only other thing really I'd say is this Núñez situation against Diaz and Akanji. Now, I think that in all aspects of the game tomorrow, we should be able to deal with Núñez. Bar one. And that, my friends, is this. Please hold. Please hold. Yeah. Allow it for a minute, right? We got the ball. Boom. Alvarez has got the ball over here, yeah? He's looking for Haaland, right? Get onside, mate. You know what I mean? Why you're offside for? Right, so Alvarez is looking for this run. Oh, my God. He just needs to pass the ball into Haaland. Haaland, one-on-one. Accidentally passes it to McAllister. McAllister into Szoboszlai, yeah? Then all of a sudden, Núñez on the spin, mate, tries to get in behind the defence. All that Szoboszlai then needs to do is put the ball in behind. Boom, as easy as that. Sky Sports, you ain't got this activities. Ball comes in. How can we grab the ball? Ball comes in. Núñez in behind because he's got the pace on Diaz for factual. Yeah, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Ederson tomorrow, by the way, he's going to have to play high, yeah? He's going to have to play high because these sort of balls are going to come in for me, for Núñez. And this is where he's dangerous. This is where he's dangerous, in my opinion, getting in behind the defence. I think we can deal with him. I'm not saying he can't score. Of course he can score in other situations. But I think, you know, corners, when Liverpool are pressing and we've got all our players in the box, I think we can deal with him in them sort of situations. Where I think we're going to struggle tomorrow with Núñez is on the counter-attack. He's on the counter. I think that's where we're going to struggle for me because he's so quick. He's very, very, very quick, man. He's very, very quick. And then Núñez will smash it out the ground, says Georgia. Yeah, maybe. Who knows, man? Who knows? So, yeah, man, that's what I think. I don't think there's anything else, really. Listen, the midfield for me, for Liverpool, it's not one that really massively scares me. I do like Szoboszlai. I can't lie. I think he's a good player. I've not really seen much of Gravenberch since he's been at Liverpool, so I can't really comment on him. McAllister, I do like McAllister, but since he's gone there, I don't think he's really doing very well from what people are telling me. But again, I ain't really seen too much. Szoboszlai is the one for me that's the danger. But it's what it is, man. I'm backing my team. I think we can get the win tomorrow. I think we can get the 3 points, guys. I think we can get the 3 points for real. Guys, keep your comments coming in. Keep the likes being smashed. Keep subscribing. Let's have a look at the poll that we did in the chat a little bit earlier on. Let's have a look at the poll, guys. So the question was, are you going to go Jeremy Doku or Jack Grealish and my friends? You cannot decide. You cannot decide yourselves. 52% of you guys want Grealish. 48% of you want Doku. It is incredibly split. Right, this is what I want you to do, yeah? Why? Why have you voted for what you voted for? Let's have a proper debate on this. You've cast your vote in the poll. I want explanations now. I want explanations as to why you voted for Doku or why you voted for Jack Grealish. Get your comments coming in, and we'll try and deep it, man. And we'll try and come to some sort of logical conclusion here. Big up to Chicken Wing again, man, with another super chat. Says, do you like Pep's Barca comment to Torres, bro? Bro, that was funny, man. He sold him a dream and then took the 50 mil in it. He told him a dream and then took the 50 mil. MC, big up to MMC, says Alvarez will be knackered, won't play. There is a real chance that Alvarez won't play. You are correct. Played at like 12:30 on Wednesday night, so he's very obviously probably jet lagged in that. Listen, earlier on in the stream, we did show an alternative solution where Alvarez doesn't play. In fact, I'll whack it on screen just to show you, bro, giving you super chatted. This was the alternative solution. So Alvarez doesn't play. Foden plays in the middle, and Doku plays on the right, and Grealish plays on the left. That's the alternative solution. You could do that if you're worried about Alvarez not being like fully fit, brother. But big up for the super chat, man. Right, let's have a look at some of your comments then on this Doku versus Grealish situation. Okay, so let's have a look. Where we at? Okay, so here we go. Recruit says Doku because Trent is ass. Fairs. Hayden says Grealish brings the control. Elder says Doku is better at home. BB says Doku is better as he's more direct and can take on defenders one-on-one. So far, it's all about sort of attacking sort of situations. Kasim says Doku will keep Trent pinned back. Well, this is exactly what Judge Mo was saying. Grealish, Bernardo link up on the left-hand side. Yeah. Best lack of control is the only way. Liverpool win. So you're saying go Grealish, I imagine there, AK. Cundino says he can't decide. Julian says Grealish in big games is always better. Trent isn't Reece James, so I want Doku, says recruit only. A lot of people that are going Doku is purely because they want us to smoke Trent by the looks of it. Grealish managed game. Doku for impact on tired legs later on in the game. Fair enough. MCFR TV says Doku to cook Trent. Arteta's Muse says Grealish better off the ball, wins loads of free kicks, better technician and IQ than Doku. He won you the treble. That's from an Arsenal fan as well, so unbiased opinion there. Martin says Doku for 1v1 ability and the ability to create and score chances. It's interesting, isn't it, man? It is interesting. Osmodus, big up to you, says, I like Grealish to settle things early and Doku, the super sub at 60 to 70 minutes to be the game changer against a tired Trent. Here's the thing. Here's my view on it, right? And by the way, I'll just put this out there. I'm going for Grealish. However, I want you to know that it's a very close call for me, yeah? And I'm sure it is for you guys as well, most of you anyway. It's not like, yeah, Grealish for 100%. I could easily switch to Doku. Like, don't be surprised if I go live tonight on the main preview later on or the watch along tomorrow and I'm like, no, I want Doku to start. Don't be surprised because it could easily change. Here's the thing. Grealish gives us more control. Grealish gives us more tracking back to protect us against Salah, right? Doku obviously gives us more creativity and possibly pins back Trent. Possibly, because he might not do. Liverpool might be brave and put Trent in the middle. So here's the question. Do you think that we need the creativity from Doku? Does Doku giving us that extra creativity outweigh what we lose in having Grealish on the pitch? You might say yes. Fairs. That's your opinion. I don't know, man. I think it's so tricky. Part of me as well is just like, Grealish won us the treble. He was part of the treble side. Give Grealish the game. But I find it so difficult. Like, I don't know how Pep's going to make a decision, man. Maybe he's going to watch this and then come up on it. Listen, Chicken Wing, I think this is a legit option, man. I think this is a legit option. This basically is what you're saying. Okay, so there's two reasons this could happen, right? One, Alvarez isn't ready to play because he's only just come back from South America. So Pep's like, you ain't playing, bruv. You're on the bench. Or two, you're worried a little bit about Alvarez potentially going missing or not being able to be clinical with his chance creation. Okay. There is another solution, a potential option, which I don't think people want to see, but I think Judge Mo wanted to see it. You don't play Doku. You play Foden on the right. No, you don't. You play Bernardo right wing, Foden there, and then Nunez here. Oh, to be fair, you could do either. You could do Foden right wing or Bernardo. What about that for control? That is a controlled midfield. We've not really spoke about that midfield, really. That is a very, very controlled midfield. A lot of energy, a lot of work rate, a lot of control there. What are you thinking about that? Nunez, though, man, it's just, I don't know. I just don't see Nunez playing, man. I just don't see it personally, guys. I just don't really get why we signed the guy, man. I just don't think I don't know. I think it's so difficult. There's so many different options we could do tomorrow, isn't there? There's so many different options. Nunez, you like it, Rehan? Mate, Nunez is never playing. Ain't the time for Nunez. Nunez isn't ready for the Liverpool press. I don't know. Listen, I just don't get why we bought him then. You know what I mean? Well, he's got to be in there, man. Josie. Oh, man, I keep getting WhatsApp chats, yeah? WhatsApp messages, and they keep coming up in front of the chat. Says, LB, why are people forgetting Grealish can smoke Trent Alexander-Arnold too? Jack will win a bare fouls from lazy-legged Trent. I don't know, man. I think people are just looking at... I don't think people are looking at what Grealish can't do on Trent. I think it's like, if we play Doku, Doku could cook. You know what I mean? I think that's probably the point. But I agree with you, bro. Like, Grealish would be a sound option there, man. Ah, guys. This is crazy, man. This is a crazy situation. Big up MC again. Says, play Doku on the right wing against Simicas, Foden in the 10. Yeah, listen. Again, I think that's an option. It's certainly an option. This is the good thing, yeah? The good thing about this situation is Pep Guardiola has options, right? The bad news is he has been known in the past to overthink things. But I'm sure he's not going to do that. I don't know. The team that I think he's going to go with is this. This is the team that I think he's going to go with. Not this. I think he's going to do this. Nunez by, Bernardo there, Foden there, Grealish there. I think Alvarez will play. And I think Alvarez will play in the middle. I think he's going to do that, man. I think he's going to do that. That's what I think he's going to do. But there's so many other options for him. You could play Foden in the 10. You could play Bernardo in the 10. You could play Grealish and Doku on the wings. You could play Nunez. Like, there is so many different options for Pep Guardiola, which is obviously great news, but it makes it very difficult to predict. I mean, it's difficult to predict what he's going to do at the best of times, but, you know, wouldn't mind having Alvarez and Doku as super sub, says AK. Well, that's a good point. So, let's say, for example, yeah, this is the team that he plays. Our subs would be what? In fact, we've got them at the bottom of the screen. Oscar Bob, Jeremy Doku, Matthias Nunes, Kovacic. No, he's injured, isn't it? Phillips, Rico. Yeah. So the only attacking option you have then, if you play this team, is Doku. And you could change it, I suppose. Say Alvarez was having a bad game. You could take him off, put Nunez on, and push Bernardo forward, which is a change. It's not really like an attacking change, but it is. You can change it a little bit. Where, yeah, you are right in that. If you was to play Bernardo there and Nunez there, you get more control in the middle, and then off the bench, you've also got Doku and Alvarez on the bench. So you've got an extra player on the bench that you can bring on to change it. I don't know, mate. I don't know, bruv. I don't know what he's going to do in it, to be honest with you. What a crazy game this is going to be, man. I'm fucking buzzing for this. Guys, by the way, make sure you drop a like on the stream again if you've not done so already. 250 people tuned in right now. 152 likes. Let's see if we can get that up to 200 likes, guys. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button and make sure you are subscribed to the channel as well. If you remember, 9 o'clock tonight. Big preview. Yeah? Errol, Tom Little. We're going to clash tonight, 9 p.m. Be there. So, yeah, listen, I don't know, man. I don't know what he's going to do. Kovacic is injured, yeah. Let me see if there's any more quotes coming out from the press conference, man. Where are the quotes at, man? There's literally nothing, mate. Where are the quotes? I don't see nothing. Don't go anywhere. Nah. Oh, City doing a late training session tonight. We're doing a 6 p.m. training session. 6 p.m. training session. There we go. Right, well, there you go anyway. I don't think there's anything else left to talk about. What was the poll that we did in the chat before? Oh, yeah. Doku versus Grealish. Doku loses the poll, chat, by a 4%. No, he doesn't. 8% swing. Doku gets 46% of the vote. Grealish, 54% of the vote. Stones is out. Yeah, Stones is out, Brave. Stones will be out. He'll be back soon, though. There we go, man. I'm buzzing. I'm going to go sleep, innit? I'm buzzing, man, for this game tomorrow, chat. I fucking can't wait. I can't wait for it, mate. I hope we win, man. We need to win. If we win, 4 points ahead of Liverpool, top of the league, and then hopefully Brentford could do us a job, mate. Hopefully Brentford could do a job against Arsenal later on in the day. But if we can win tomorrow, it's going to be a madness. It's going to be a madness, for real. Stones. I reckon Stones will be back in like a week, 2 weeks. De Bruyne. I reckon De Bruyne's going to be back around the Club World Cup, Saudi Arabia, which is like 16th of December or something. So not too far away, man. Not too far away. Right, well, there you go, guys. Don't think there's anything else left to talk about. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. Thanks for joining me on this on this Friday afternoon. Hopefully, for you guys that are at work or college or whatever, hopefully the rest of your day goes very well. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your Friday. And if you are about tonight, pop in the stream, man. 9 o'clock. We're going to get kicked off. I'm going to schedule it in a bit. I'm going to get the thumbnail and schedule it. It's going to be a madness. And, yeah, it's going to be crazy. So, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your Friday. It's almost a weekend. City tomorrow. Stream's going to redirect you automatically to tomorrow's watch-along. Go there now. Smash the likes. Get those likes up. Get us a boost before we kick off. And I'll see you tonight, 9 p.m. I'm going to bed. See you in a bit.